So we looked at all those. Okay, so the term I have is document management, but it's really just all the different forms that you can use to manage documents or reporting things and there's a whole slew of them. Oh, and you already got them all in there, I guess. Oh, no, it's not in document management. It's documents that we manage in project management. Sorry, document management, it's kind of it's tough. I know I hate to say that, but I gotta change that wording.
Is it other tasks? I think it's PMO5 has most of them.
Does it have the other tasks?
I think so. It's got like PMO.
Yeah, so those are some of them, sure. Unapproved invoice, yep, yeah. Let's see, did you do inspection logs? So that's just another one. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna use any of these. This might be where we just put the ones that you think you're gonna use.
Sure.
So there's the RFI one, submittal register, submittal package, issues, drawing logs. There's a PM notes. I'm not sure what the heck that one's for, but there's a daily log, which I think you already got, right? And punch lists. You got that one? Yeah. Meeting minutes? Yeah, okay. Now, test logs and inspection logs. People, depends on who's doing it. They don't have those. Other documents, which you got, all right. And then transmittals. I mean, some people, I guess, they send something and they send the transmittal along with it. Yeah, I don't know, that seems redundant, but I guess it's here's what I'm sending you. And so then they got two things to look at. Okay. So, what do you want to look at first? RFIs probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go look at those. And look at there. I'm going to come in here, RFIs. So, we talked the other day, and I just briefly mentioned it, that and somebody's already created one, great. So one of the things you can do, just under tasks, just so you can see, okay, never mind, how about create? So I can create a PCO from here, and then it brings over some of this, but not a whole lot. But then it becomes a related item. So that's where if you're moving it along, it knows that, that RFI related, that PCO relates to this. And then you can also start the whole process at an issue. I mean, it gets a little, a lot of tedious stuff. Oh, I've got all these issues I'm documenting. Oh, and then an issue becomes an RFI. And then an RFI becomes a PCO, and a PCO becomes an ACO. Then they're all related, and you can say, oh, where did it start? If you don't go from RFI to PCO, then it's not related.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, that's just my understanding that it won't be, because otherwise it won't know. So yeah, if you go create PCO from here and pending change order, if you did that, right? You can do it. Yep, sure. So see how it brings this open, and then now it'll link it, which then becomes that's how it becomes a related item.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, and not everybody starts with issues. Some people say, nah, we're not doing that. We'll do RFIs, but forget the issue thing. We're not going to document all those, or they can. It's up to you guys. So this would then create a PCO from this. But again, it doesn't have all the cost detail and everything it needs. It just says, hey, this is where it started, and that's kind of nice if you've got something. You can go back and look, because if they argue, they can say, well, when I did this, you told me to submit a PCO. That's why I'm doing it. So you can cancel that. Okay. So in this case, we just created RFI number 1. It's your little RFI log. So this would be the log, plus it shows up on the document tracking. So you can see all the RFIs for a project.
Okay.
So you don't have to have, I mean, if you have a log somewhere, you won't need that log.
Yeah.
Which I hope, I mean, I don't know what you do now, but.
Yeah, we have a log. I anticipate that whatever logs are available here will need to be somewhat customized or changed in order to meet our current process. Like, for example, see in here, I don't see a spot where it shows where we can denote if it's an internal or an external RFI. A good portion of our work is done design build, so we engineer of record.
Yeah.
So many of our RFIs will go to our in-house engineers, and the client will never see them, nor do we want them to see all
Oh,
of them.
so yeah.
So we have to be able to
Yeah.
sort our logs by internal and external RFIs because we only want them to see, hey, here are the ones we sent for you to submit to the other consultants.
Well, where is the log?
So if you go to the grid,
Mm-hmm.
there's the log.
Gotcha. So all we do is add a UD field.
I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking. You could add a UD field. And then let's go back to the info tab just to see I was just trying to see if there's something there maybe we wouldn't use, but it looks like we might use them all. So we just have to add a UD field. That would, what did you call it? You called it the internal, external?
Yeah, internal.
Yeah, so you could do a combo box and just have internal, external, kind of like the one on the change order one.
Yep.
And then you
Yep.
just
These
pick
are-
external or external, and then you could sort by those.
That's right.
Not that it would really do anything. I mean, it would, it would just be, oh, that way we know. And then you could actually sort the grid and you could see all the internals or externals. Okay, so you can use this to communicate. It's good going out. I don't know, did anybody do one of these?
I started this one.
Okay.
That's about it.
So you sent it to yourself, but if they reply to you, the reply doesn't come back in here automatically. But you can go to the, is it enter reply? That's the reply, I think. Go ahead and do that. Yeah, so that's going to be, this is where I can actually enter the reply. So you kind of have to copy and paste it in. It's just, you're tracking what
Is that
things
the
going back and.
response, or is that the reply?
Yeah, actually, I think the response, if you click on the response tab up there,
Oh, right here.
yeah, see, it's kind of the same thing. But you're right. So if I want to know what happened, I have to copy it, because when they email me back, it doesn't come into here. It just goes to my Outlook. It just goes to my regular email.
Gotcha.
Doesn't pre-fill.
Is that, so not to get crazy here, but is that something that we can have email to a folder and then set up a workflow for importing from that folder, like those automated imports, based upon subject line or content?
Okay, so then it would be, I guess it just depends on if there's a template for that. And that said, I mean, I don't know how to write them, but some people actually write custom imports. So maybe you could.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Because it's, I don't know.
So look at.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see.
Response status.
Thank you, sir.
It's a little, let's see, so is this what I copied in? Let me just see. So in the response, I think that's, yeah, so I have to enter using the response tab or the replies form. Yeah, so it's display only.
Okay.
It's not bad. I don't know if it's the best form, but it's okay. Kind of just documents the back and forth. If it was an internal, you would never do anything with it, right? External, who knows? You can, but that's pretty much it. you actually have, there is an RFI little form, so you can actually go up to, there's a, the create and send.
Oh.
There's actually a document, which, this is where you're actually emailing it to somebody. So if you do the view it, yeah, there you go. So you went to the same person that sent it, but typically you're sending this to somebody. Might be the owner's rep or the owner or the construction manager or the engineer or somebody. Gives them the ability to reply. But, you just document the whole process. Which is pretty easy, and then there's another place besides this form, the document tracking form shows you all your RFIs. So if you close this one, let's just see what we do there. Okay, go back to close that. And go to the, there we go. So let's see, due back, 6/13. Okay, so change that to be due back like, well, let's change the date sent to sometime in the past. Yeah, and then change the due date, due back, there you go.
Right.
To like we're past it.
Yeah.
Is that past it? Okay, great. And if you click save on that, and then if you go to the grid, let's just see if it does anything here. Okay, it doesn't look like it does. So go ahead and close this now and go to that document tracking form. Oh, look at that, you got it right there. And if you click on the RFIs, see how it's red?
That's right.
Yeah. So that means that it's overdue. And so that's nice because it'll show you all your RFIs where they haven't responded in the time that they were supposed to. And then you can address that. The work center doesn't do that. That's why I like this.
Mm-hmm.
But Team does do it. It does some other stuff. Makes it, it's even easier, I think.
Gotcha. I think I have an SSRS report in here for this too.
Oh, yeah, you might. Yeah, you probably do. There are RFIs that are overdue or something.
Yeah, it's, let's see if I can find it. RFI aging, I don't know if that's it. I think it's something cool, it's a document thing, so PM.
Yeah, I don't get to see these much because ours doesn't do that.
Document status. I think this is it. Default these parameters. Job status, I'm not sure what that is.
Well, it's, that should be open, I hope.
Oh, so project manager would be Isaac.
Or you could do all.
Mm-hmm. That goes.
What's thinking?
Yeah. I think it's thinking.
What?
Some of these are just slow.
Maybe you should have just picked the one that,
Yeah. Error occurred. I might because I just closed that thing. Let's go to
yeah,
Isaac.
just pick Isaac.
Filter by firm, project this, AH2, yep. Today. No, it's broken. And what I have to do is go back in here, this, refresh it. Let's try this one. There we go.
Maybe it was looking in company one or something. There we go.
That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah, so that's a little nicer.
So
So where'd it go? Oh,
if I scroll down, it's this screen is too high or a big resolution. So it's doing it right here.
yep.
Overdue since 5/29, turns it red. And so you should be able to drill down to there. And
Oh, it will, but then is it too, what's the deal?
the
Oh, it
parameters.
changed the company.
Yeah.
It just doesn't keep it the same, huh?
No, these parameters need to be set. They're set on the report incorrectly. So RFIs, all open RFIs. Yeah, and it keeps switching. So it's set up for our live company.
Oh, yeah, it makes it, yeah, okay. So, I mean, that gives you 5 warning days, so it says, 5 days in advance,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty nice. So that's actually really nice if that works. I mean, once you get it
Yeah.
set and everything.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can attach documents to that RFI form, and then because if you go from there to a PCO, and then to an ACO, you'd be able to see all those related attachments and items.
And so attaching them to this is just a drag and drop into the window?
Yeah.
Or?
I think it's going to be up above. If you try to drag things, see where the paper clip's active. See if you click, well, maybe you can. If you click down below, like if you click down there somewhere, like in the reference field, see what it does. Oh, it's still active. So as long as that paper clip is active, you can drag and drop.
Oh, I gotcha.
Occasionally,
So it's not grayed out.
yeah, so occasionally it's, this form looks like it's, active all the time. Like if you click on the response tab, let's see, is that still, yeah, see now it's grayed out.
I gotcha.
But if you went down and you did the responses way down there, is it still active way down at the response level? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, doesn't really matter where you are in this form.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, if you're not in the right spot, it's great. It's usually header's okay, the line's not.
Let's see what this is real fast. Sure. Okay, that's fine.
Nothing important.
Nothing. So we're gonna take this and go like this.
Yep.
Do you see that, Justin?
To attach file, drag and drop.
Yeah, just drag and drop to the form.
That's nice.
And so if I were to now do this to create the RFI that I'm going to print,
Sure.
in,
So why don't we do that?
does it bring in the attachments?
It'll be related. I don't think it attaches it to the PCO.
Really?
Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to go create a PCO. Sorry.
Like here. There they are.
Yeah.
So hit
Yeah.
print and see if it's collates it all into one PDF.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
for.
See what it
Right
says?
there.
Yep, it says it should. But you know, on occasion, it hasn't.
There it is.
But it works.
So a thing I'm a stickler though about on R5, so if you like scroll up, like say these were attached sketches that explain something,
You
I
want
always
to here.
want there to be like a reference document listed,
Yeah.
and I want it to say like, see attached RFI1, SKO1, and SKO2, and then when you scroll down, I always like these sketches to, in the header, have auto mechanical RFI number 1 dash SK dash 01 dash and then the date.
Stamp
So
it.
they'll have to do a little bit of, annotating subsequent to producing it.
Yeah, I know typically when we do it, well, that's in CAD though, so. I mean,
What's that?
well, that's in CAD though. I'm thinking for anybody else that's doing these. Because in CAD, we do that. So we have this RFI title template type thing with the SK.
Yeah.
It's all pre there basically.
Yeah, and then some of our PEs are doing that too.
Are they?
Like
Good.
Kyle Thickens does it, and Anthony. Any major project that's kind of started since I've been here has been go into that type of naming convention.
Yeah, it's always been best practice to do that, so.
So you know what it refers to.
That's right.
Otherwise, it'll come back and you're not really sure
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what document. I mean, they send something and you don't know what it was for.
I would get RFIs from subs that would have 100 pages listed attached to it, and then I had no idea what I need to look at to understand the RFI. So it's unprofessional.
Clarification.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you sending me here?
Yeah.
So you want me to number it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just send you back the entire drawing. It's not one mark.
I also had subs that would take pictures like this close to a framing member in a 40-story building.
Yeah.
And just text me, don't work. And I would say, well, what don't work? And he would say, clearly it don't work.
That's not
Come
what you
on,
do, guy.
come on,
Don't
drywall,
work.
I need to know where that is in a 40-story building, and I can help you make it work.
Yeah, give me a little more information.
But that's cool that, I mean, it's pretty easy to put a drawing reference there. Obviously, we have to format this and probably create a custom field on here for the
Reference document.
reference documents, exactly.
Yeah.
Like we have right now in our R5.
RR5.
So if you go back to the, the form itself. Yeah, and then you close this one out.
Okay.
And then go up to the, bring this up a little. No, just go up on the sidebar there, up into the, the little gray bar, drag that up so we can get higher. We're not at the top of the
I
form
gotcha,
yet. Yeah.
sorry.
So there's a reference field right there, down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, big there. So there, what was I mean, you could type in something that, and that could show, now you've got a field that you can actually display. And where that shows, I don't know.
Can we default this?
No.
No, please. So, it's just not on that report, I see. So you put it in there, but
It's not something that's on
on this
the,
report, yeah.
I was looking for it. So, but it's a field that you can use.
Okay.
Since you were going to add a UD field anyway.
Yeah.
And so you could just, and that's, maybe that's what it was for.
Mhm.
I mean, the F1 will just say, oh, you add a reference number. It's just something for you guys to
Yeah,
add.
because you're referencing the drawing, the original contract drawing, you're referencing a spec section, so you have the ability to do that, so that would be, I would think so, I don't know what else you would reference. It's already taking care of these
Yep.
on another field, so, I believe that we could use this field for that, I don't know what else would be used for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, go see where it says the project up there? Do it,
Project.
yeah, 1M237.
Oh, yeah.
Do an F5 there. And go to, where do I do that? You asked about the template, see if there's a way. I'll have to think about it. I gotta remember
Default
where,
in it?
yeah, there's a way to get to it, but it's not it's another one of those places, it's not the easiest. To say, well, for this one, I want to default this. The only problem is yeah, there's a place. I mean, you still have to select it. There is somewhere I can I can default it by the project. I'm just thinking about where I do that. But it's every single time. Because you can't really, like you don't want to have to pick it every time. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if I can default that unless, I don't think there's even an F3 or anything there. Does it even give you the ability to do that? There's no F3, there's no nothing.
F1, but.
Yeah. So, maybe it's here. Go to tasks. There's no little, yeah. See the tasks right up there?
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, not that task. No, I thought maybe it might be up here where I did it too. How about under the tool? There we go. No, where? Nope, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I might be able to. Well, there it is. It's the selected one, but it's not like it'll automatically. Yeah, a lot of people want it to automatically choose. I'll find out. I think there was a way. I remember reading somewhere.
Maybe.
Well, you got into form properties.
Yeah, that's about it. Not field property though. Oh, here we go. Message.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to allow you to do that. So I'll make a little note on for myself here too. Come on.
Field defaults and skip input overrides. All system-wide form and field overrides. Field defaults. What does that mean? Field defaults and skip input overrides.
Field defaults, let's see, system resets. Field defaults and skip input overrides. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never done. So the other one is see where you got the system default attachment?
I broke it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you were either. You were on form properties.
Yeah, I broke it.
Were you here? No, you weren't.
No. I was under here, and I did this, and I did this. It took it away.
I guess I didn't like it.
Oh my goodness.
Unable to load the send documents. 201 send documents.
Let me close two things here. Select this and refresh. Yeah. Reset. You're about to reset system-wide form and field overrides. PM send documents will be loaded and incoming records changes will be lost.
Yeah. Well, you want to read, yeah, you want to do that, don't you? Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Do you really want to do that?
System-wide form? System-wide form and field overrides. Why is that system? No, I'm only under PM send documents.
Yeah, I don't know if you really want to do that, though.
I don't think
I think if you click on that field and you do an F1, then you can see what it's really going to do.
Whoa. It's gonna throw an error at me. Set default type value and skip input overrides defined on the system overrides tab of the field properties form for all fields and farming spots are checked to leave the system default.
That just overrides all the, if you check that, it'll override everything. I don't think you've overridden anything, though.
No. I didn't yet.
I'm still not sure why it's giving you this error, though. It says it can't load the send documents.
It's trying to reload this form for some reason. But I think everything's working fine as long as I don't click on that.
So it works. But if you were going to send it, if you click the send down there, does it work? Yeah, okay. Well, then I don't know what it's telling you.
It was just that form properties window that was erroring on me.
I'll see if there's a way. I know you can default it at the project level. I just have to remember where to go find it because it's not an easy one to find. It's kind of buried someplace. So, and I didn't see it on the project form itself, so it's got to be in probably in the create and send settings maybe. And is it here? Attach document to parent record, deactivate. Okay, so I'll look. There's some place where you can go and do it, and it's there's a special it's under a view or a task or somewhere. So it's not one that's easy to find. You know, I wouldn't do that. And let's see.
Oh, I see it.
But you can change the order.
Copy that, transfer now options. Okay,
Lock
so
it.
I'll find it.
columns. And then unlock. There you go.
I would move things around.
Yeah. Probably the only thing it doesn't have is internal.
You gotta
external.
relock it.
And then can you print this? What's that look like? Let's see.
What are you trying to print?
The log. Create a setting.
Right click on it. Right click down here. There you go. Export grid. And you can pick to PDF or whatever you want. Excel
Yeah, so you can export
You
any
want
of the
to do
grids
open
to
XML.
Excel.
or Adobe PDF, so depending on which one. First, it's gonna, you know where it's going. There you go. Save changes. That's awesome.
Still have to look on it, but I guess, can we add columns to that?
Of course, yeah, close that, I'll show you some. So hit that export grid. Right click again, export grid. See a bunch of options there.
Yeah.
And so on here, you got row height, horizontal page break, stretch to page width.
Yeah. I mean, all this stuff will never fit on a PDF page at the end of the day. That's too much.
Yeah, yeah. So another thing, when you do this, just remember on those that you want to go, don't go to Microsoft Excel, go to export to Open XML Excel.
Okay.
That's the new version, the XLSX. You don't want an XLS.
Got it. Now, would there be a way, I guess, because for an RFI log, for oversight purposes or just a printout, I mean, a lot of this stuff probably wouldn't be necessarily needed. Yeah. You can hide it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be options. I didn't look on the export grid to limit. Maybe two.
Yeah. So, but would we be able to add the internal versus external
Oh yeah.
column on there?
Yeah, that's easy. No, I can do it right now if you want. Yeah, this guy right here, right? So. Oh. Add custom field. To PM. Oh God, what's it called? That's not right. One sec.
Find the impeachment under the view. I did talk to one of the other schools and
What would we call
I
that?
like them a lot better.
RFI log? Oh,
The field for internal, external, what would we call that?
Into
what do we call it here, actually?
You called one today.
Type. We just have this type for internal, external.
Like RFI type?
Mhm.
Text. Checkbox. Got this one, or did I already have that? Okay, that's weird. It's already there. That's already used. Really? Oh, it is. RFI types are used. Where the heck does that feel bad?
What's that?
RFI type. Where is that at?
Up at the top?
Oh, right there. So what does that mean? RFI type, there's only
RFI.
Well, you already have one RFI
So,
type. So
question is,
what
do
do you
we
want?
have an internal RFI type? We only have one type in there as an RFI, so if I'm just gonna write an internal one, would it be a different type?
Yeah. So
You
you
feel
would
right
just
there.
add a different.
I'm thinking
Type there.
so, yeah, right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to go down and do, just like we did for something else.
So maybe RFI internal or something like that?
Yeah, RFI, yeah, internal.
Oh, I knew it was gonna
I
stop.
think you just do RFI. And,
INT.
yeah, and people would get it, especially if the description's.
Perfect.
They would have put a dash or something in there.
On here?
Just between the two eyes.
So it looks like a Roman numeral.
That might just be me.
Underscore dash. And then can we have that be RFI internal, just so that it matches the doc type?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just
Or maybe request for information internal. It's all.
Oh, I got
It's
you.
spelled as, yeah.
Make it pretty. Okay. What? What? I don't think it's gonna let me.
out of characters. I would just do RFI internal. People don't know RFI is.
Yeah. I tried. And so this is going to be first information. Go. Hey, that. So the question is RFI type on here?
Yeah, RFI.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
Sweet. So yeah, it's already there. And no user defined fields today.
We still have to figure out how to get it in a log that we can filter the internals and the formattings in a manner that we can send it to clients.
From form per page, that, big color, short photos, repeat grid header, yes. Repeat split header, no. Repeat column headers, yes. Repeat column footers, no. That's horizontal. Right, splits, break by column, what? I don't want to clip. I don't want to break. I don't want to fit either. Try that out, see what happens.